Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm here. I'm going to make a video for you guys on how to dent your stock tank. That's right. And it'll save you a lot of money. I don't know how much HT Moto would cost you, but basically all I would have had to spend on this is the price of a couple 2x4s. That's right, 2x4s. You got to stay tuned to watch how this happens. And some HT Moto and some glue. That's about it. No like big charges. And look at this tank. This isn't like your metal tank sticking through your stock plastic like you see on some stunt riders. This is the way it should be done. MT-07 today, working on the gas tank, and as you can see, I've already started on it a little bit, and I'm going to show you exactly how I got to where I'm at right now, and we're going to finish this out. I know some of these plastic gas tanks for a stunt rider is kind of, you know, it's unapproachable and stuff like that. It's hard to get the plastic to maneuver where you need to, and you know, it all starts with the metal. As you'll see, I already have the metal part of the gas tank bent already, and I've trimmed off these sides. So you see right here from the floor, these went on here like that, and they basically bolted the tank, and this tank was up here like, so I'm gonna take this plastic cover off and show you what the metal gas tank looks like, and we're also gonna sand it, and I'm gonna glue in a piece of wood to screw the gas tank down to. And we're gonna go ahead and sand this area right here and put a board in. This way we can connect the plastic without screwing right into the gas tank. And you get it good and flat. There's also a bunch of hoses in here, metal hoses and stuff too. So you wanna, you know, kind of finesse it down and not just try to take it all at once. As you can see, this fuel pump is pushing through here pretty good. And I've done that before, and I've never really had any problems with it, so I'm hoping the same luck on this one. All right, so now I've cut a piece of wood off. I've been checking it here back and forth, and got this thing fitting in here flush, right at the spot where I need it to be, at the height I need it. So when I screw this down, it's gonna hold it in there. And I took the bottom and ground it out so that it kind of mimics the top of this edge here where you can't beat it in straight. So got that sitting in there. Now I'm going to mix up some 2-part epoxy and get this glued in here, and then let it dry overnight and go for it again tomorrow. I'm using this 2-part epoxy right here. You want to make sure you mix enough. And, it's 2 parts, and you want to keep it pretty even so it dries. You don't want it to dry too fast, or you don't want it to dry too slow. That ought to be a plenty.
Yeah.
Got all the stuff on there. We're going to go ahead and mate the 2 surfaces. Just go ahead and stick it down there.
Yeah, we'll find its spot, and there it is locked in. I'll go ahead and bring this up on the side so it's good strong.
Now we'll let that dry, and we'll come back tomorrow, and we can start screwing the centerpiece and the outside piece down to it and get the tank finished. All right, what's up? It's day 2 here with the MT-07, and my tank is completely dry. And next up is obviously getting the sides and the center to fit really good. So I already did one side. I was really excited when I got here. Looks like you could pick this bike up with this thing. But yeah, so now I got it sitting on here. Let me get it lined up everywhere. There we go. Clip it over there. Pin it. Alright, now there's a screw that's going to go down right here into that wood. I'm not finished yet, so as you can see, this side is on its way to being done. It's got a few dents in it still, but I can get that out with a heat gun really close, and this will be covered with HT Moto anyways, and as long as there's not no big bumps, you won't see it in the finished job. Went ahead and pop riveted it together, because as you notice, when we cut off the black off this black piece there, we lost some of the connectors that actually snap the plastic together, and we're totally manipulating it here, so it's not ever going to really snap back together. So get it lined up, put some rivets in it, and as you can see, I've got 4 in this side right here, and I've got it pretty close when you snap it down in there all the way. It's hard to do with the camera in my hand, but I can get it. And now I'm going to show you how I melted the other side down with the heat gun, and I'm going to form this side. Alright, so right here is where the main place where I need to bend it first, and to get it to start down by this gas cap. So I'm going to heat it up here. You're just going to wait until you see it shining up. You'll see the plastic start to gloss, turn glossy black. And when that happens, it's ready. So I'm just going to heat this for at least 2 or 3 minutes here, nice and evenly, so I can move the whole piece and not make no big dents in it. Now, I've been heating this here for just a minute, and like I said, I'm taking my time. The outside's still not that hot. I've been testing it with my hand. Obviously, you can't hold the camera and bend this thing in, but I'll show you how I do it. Starting to melt. It's been a couple minutes now. And like I said, I'm just heating this whole area up nice and evenly so I can make it look like the other side. Alright, so now that I've got my initial curve to start going down, you can see there when it got a little hot, it made a couple little marks in it, which is okay. We're going to cover that with HT Moto anyways. So now that I got that going, contouring with my black centerpiece, I'm going to go ahead and take this outside piece off now and heat it from the inside really good, and go ahead and bend it all the way back to there. Alright, so now I've got the tank done, as you can see. It's looking pretty good. Pre-HT Moto going on there. But you can see my rivets, just got done with the rivets. And the seams, they look pretty good. It's a little loose right there, but you know, the HT Moto is going to cover that really good. So, pretty stoked about that way that turned out. Now I'm going to go ahead and get it mounted on there and start the next process. Just get all the pieces and bits on there and be sure at this point that there's nothing else keeping it from, you know, everything mounting up and looking like it's factory. Alright, so now I've got it mounted down. I have my screws into my wood that you guys saw that I glued down to the tank. All the positions are in. The bolts are in. I'm missing a bolt up here. I just got to put a couple more fasteners in it, but everything's lining up. I'm pretty excited about it. Now it's on to HT Moto. Alright guys, we're here with the final stage of the MT-07 gas tank. And as you can see here, I have made myself a couple pieces of wood. I just cut these out with a jigsaw. And basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make this gas tank a little bit wider. This is a small bike. I'm a big dude, so most people might not need this, but I like to have a little bit of extra lip right here. So I'm putting these on. I'm going to take the gas tank off and go from the inside, and I'm going to attach them with screws through the plastic gas tank. And then I'm going to sculpt them with a grinder in the fashion that I need them so that I can hold my legs underneath here, and for different things like you know, bunny hops and stuff like that, and no-handers where I'm using my legs to hold myself on. These are gonna make the gas tank a little bit wider. And I got one screw in it, so now I'm gonna put the other ones in and go ahead and get the other side going. Okay, so now I got my wood pieces mounted to the side of my tank to extend it and to make a nice lip for my legs to rest under and to have a lot of grip on the tank. Alright, so now I started cutting out a couple pieces, just like rough cut this stuff. It's not that really important. I just made it
as straight as I could, and then curved it where it needed to be curved, cut out for the gas cap. This HT Moto also has the 3M sticky back on it. However, I always use the Weldwood DAP contact cement. This is the original stuff, not the like real jelly crap. Basically how it works is you're gonna have to, I sand it first with 80 grit sandpaper. Everywhere I'm gonna stick it down at first. So I went ahead and sanded all of this, and I've already got a coat of DAP contact cement on there. You wanna let that dry just about 10 minutes maybe. You don't want it to really look shiny, which doesn't sound, you know, you want it to look dry when you stick it, because that's why it's called contact cement. As soon as you contact it, it is stuck. So this will really help your adhesion, and this way you won't have your HT Moto coming up on you while you're riding the bike. All right, one side's completely done. Now I'm gonna move on to the next side. Cut some HT Moto out and kind of show you how I went about that side. All right, so I've sized me up a nice piece of HT Moto. I'm gonna start by using a little glue right here and let it dry, and get this piece cut and trimmed so that it fits from this point to there. Alrighty then, got this all dialed in, got my HT Moto cut out. Same design here that I had in my original black piece, just opposite on the other side, which I actually cut it out wrong first and held it up there, and this will work on the other side, but not on this side, so I had to cut it out again. Lucky in this spot I have enough room, so I'll be all right. So now I put my DAP on here, my contact cement, and I'm letting it dry. See, it's still wet. I'm gonna let it dry for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna stick in the first piece. Got my trusty heat gun here ready. All right, at this point I have it stuck down here and my edge finished, and just on the top kind of stuck down to where it goes. And now I'm gonna get the heat gun out and heat it and wrap it over this edge right here. A little heat helps it really mold in and makes it really soft. So get ahead of it. Now I've heated it around the really hard spots here, and gonna get the rest of the edges trimmed so it'll fit in here. Now you notice that when you pull it and stretch it, it pulls it out of whack, so you gotta cut it down here and there, and then it should be finished. All right, so this is the finished product, and I've been using it for, I don't know, 3 months now. You can see I got a little separation on that pop rivet right there. It's just really rough on it when you push down on these, but I mean, this tank is solid, dude. Perfect. No need to spend any money, and I think it looks better than those metal ones that you have to cut all your fairings off. This looks more like it should be. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and you know, don't forget about hitting the bell if you do, so that you know when I get these new videos out, and they're going to be dropping. See you guys later. Peace.